Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for our main event. 10 rounds of light heavyweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see. Roy Jones Jr.'s entrance here. What a ring walk. Just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand. Hopkins is making his way to the ring. And I know you're used to seeing many ring walks where guys are really jacked up. This isn't one of them.
Introducing first, with a record of 54 victories, with 40 by knockout and 7 defeats, from Pensacola, Roy Jones Jr. His adversary, with a record of 51 victories, 32 by way of knockout and 5 losses, hailing out of Philadelphia, the executioner, Hopkins.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Not able to land the headshot. Now he ties up there. Bernard Hopkins versus Roy Jones Jr., two future Hall of Famers who have had parallel careers. They don't have a lot of like for each other. Different styles.
Yeah, the more athletic guy is Roy Jones. I mean, he's the better guy when it comes to pure athletic gifts, pure talent. When he's faster, he does things in an unpredictable way. The advantage for Hopkins is he's technically better. You know, he's a guy that doesn't have to depend just on skills, physical skills, on timing and sense of anticipation. You know, he can make you miss, he can catch you. You know, Jones, he's dependent on his reflexes. If his reflexes aren't there, he's got a problem.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Bernard Hopkins has been having those Philly gym wars for so many years now that it's just second nature to throw your punches in accurate combination form. Gets rid of that effort. "90 seconds to go here in this round. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, what do you think we're going to see out of Jones?
I think you're going to see what you always see. You know, you're going to see a guy that breaks the rule book as far as the way you're supposed to go about technically approaching pugilism. But I think you're going to see speed, you're going to see power, great reflexes, great sense of anticipation, and you're going to see a little cockiness.
Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Roy lands the uppercut. Now there's the hook by Roy Jones Jr., and he does it superbly. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Flush right hand to the head. Last 10 seconds. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutmen obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, Rombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Good block by RoyJones. RoyJones Jr. sitting back right now, Teddy, and looking for that counterpunch opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting, you know, he sees that his opponent is in his armory, so to speak. You know, he's in his castle. He's getting him to come out of his castle. He wants him to come out of his castle, so now he can attack.
A well-placed left hand up top.
You got this
one. Jones's punch didn't come close. Halfway through this round. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Now there's the jab. Hopkins is nailed by a hook. All-out action throughout this round. Let's see how they finish it up. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. And now he's having his way with the jab. Fine hook by RoyJones Jr. Real excellent work there. Bernard Hopkins' defense is paying off now. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by RoyJones. Now hugging on the inside. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Bernard Hopkins going old school there. B-hop with your basic 1-2. Hopkins has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Hopkins is going to need to do a good job of protecting himself because he started swelling in the midst of that last round.
Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Just keep throwing punches. Much better. Much better.
Okay, listen. When he misses you with a punch, counter. You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You only give me one.
And round number 3 is underway.
You gotta protect yourself.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Keep working the body.
Jones is off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Able to land with the right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. He scored well after being hit himself. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Good exchange. He fires back. Bernard Hopkins' jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it. He's gotten it. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Hopkins is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Solid left hand. He just missed that big shot he just scored with. A non-stop swarming attack puts him down.
His opponent feels like he's in a rainstorm.
RoyJones Jr. finds himself down, but not necessarily out as he rises up to fight on. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Listen, you need to move your head more, from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Okay, just body and head, body and head. Double.
Okay, breathe now. Deep breath, deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man.
So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard.
Watch the hug!
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Keep that head moving!
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Looking good.
Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own.
Guard your head.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Return to sender, and yet another big shot comes in. RoyJones Jr. goes down, but is he out? You never know with Roy. Jones is back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Nice block by RoyJones. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Bernard Hopkins' head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
Fine work right there by RoyJones. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there, because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Stop chasing him around the ring.
I don't know that there's any hope here as we start this new round. He's been knocked down numerous times already tonight, including the last round.
And I'm sure on that fateful night with Corrales and Castillo, when Corrales had already been on the floor 2 times, his mouthpiece was out, it looked like it was over. I'm sure nobody thought that it was only beginning. And it was. Corrales came back and scored a knockout.
Relax.
Fires right back at him. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
RoyJones Jr.'s got to prove a few things here. Number one, he's got to prove to his opponent that he's on good ground after being knocked down in the last round. But he's also got to prove it to the referee, too.
Yeah, he does. And his corner. Because his corner, I just noticed, they put that towel over their shoulder. So they know the condition their fight is in. They know their responsibility, and they're ready to act on it.
Guard your head.
Hopkins is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. What the old-timers want to see, combination punching by RoyJones. Good looking right hand after he got hit. And Roy blocks that punch. This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
Up and then throw the lead right hand, all right? And you are winning this fight.
The start of the 6th round. Hopkins is going to just try to keep doing exactly what he did the entire first half of this fight. He put forth a game plan he noticed early on in training camp, and it's worked to perfection. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Still not moving enough. Move, move.
Hopkins is whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Use the jab.
And he returns on that exchange. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. And he ties up on the inside.
Need to keep that hand moving.
Oh, what an exchange! Bernard Hopkins' hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart, keep busy, and don't take a break with this guy, you hear me?
Listen, pick his jab. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab, listen, you need to make sure he punches up. Throw more punches. Step out with it.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
just holds on there. Hopkins is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Gets rid of that body shot. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by RoyJones. Nice block. Very accurate two-punch combo by RoyJones. Hopkins is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Good return fire that time. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Do that again.
Bernard Hopkins' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. And that does it for this round.
You're getting caught up in fighting his way. You're fighting this fight. Focus for me.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. It's in the...
That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? Doing good. Just keep it up. You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook.
So with the 8th round underway, it gives us time to reflect on just what has transpired here. RoyJones Jr.'s mounted a great comeback. Look at Teddy's scorecard. It's much closer than you would have thought it to be.
Yeah, the reason why he's mounted the comeback is that he stretched his boundaries a little bit. You know, a lot of people think, hey, there's a ceiling on your effort. This is as far as I can go. Well, guess what? He raised the roof. He's putting another floor on.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Tried to land that up, and bang, and away he goes. Some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Roy Jones Jr.'s down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He reaches the count of 10. That's it. Knockout.
Never saw the punch coming.
Let's get the official particulars and send it up to our ring announcer.
Your winner, the Executioner, Hopkins.
It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Hopkins' power makes it a knockout.
Reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.